Hello everyone, you are welcome to this video. My name is Amaiso. In this video I want to show you how to copy, cut and paste data in Microsoft Excel. Before I do that, let me briefly describe what I mean by copy, cut and paste. Copy and paste are almost two similar operations that we normally carry out, but they have a slight difference. Copy is the movement or transfer of data and information from one cell or a group of cells to the other, while at the same time we are still having the original copy of the information or data from the place where we are moving it from. While cut is the movement or transfer of information and data from one cell or a group of cells to the other without retaining the original copy in the first position. I'm going to be using this simple data on our screen to demonstrate what I mean by copy, cut and paste. Assuming I want to copy some of this data or all at the same time, all I just have to do if I want to copy is just select what I want to do. Just as I said, we can move a whole lot of data at the same time, or just a simple data. Let's assume that I want to copy this 560. All I just do is just select it like this by placing my cursor on it and press Ctrl C. You can see a copy operation is already indicating on it by this four corner sign that is already in flashing around the selected number. So, or in other way, we can right click on our keyboard. We right click on our keyboard and press copy. You can see the same copy indication is showing, so we can move it to anywhere by placing it our cursor there and press Ctrl V, or we say we right click and you can paste as many times as possible. So instead of copying just instead of copying just a single data, we can also copy a large number of data. Like now, if I want to move all this or the entire data, all I just need to do is just select it like this and press Ctrl C, or right click like this and press copy. So I can move it by placing my cursor to somewhere else on this. You can see it's already pasted, that is, it's already transferred to the other place. We move it from one place to the other in the case of copy, and at the same time retaining the original data from the original place. We can copy as many times as possible as long as the copy indication is already still active. Why? That is that on how to copy and paste. You can see we move a data or a group of data from one position to the other on the spreadsheet, while at the same time we are still retaining the original data. The cut, on the other hand, is not like that. When you cut a data, you don't have the original in the first place again. The moment you cut a data and information, you do not retain the original copy in the first. Let's assume that I want to cut, let me use another one. Let's assume that I want to cut this 520. So what you do is that you just right click and press cut, or use the shortcut key on the keyboard is Ctrl X, like zebra. So when you can move it to somewhere else and press right click and press paste. You can see that 520 is removed totally, unlike when we were copying, when we were still having the original in the first place. But when you cut, you do not retain the original because everything moved away. You cut it entirely. So just as we can copy a single data, we can also copy a group of data like this. Let's assume that I want to cut this selected. I just press Ctrl X or right click and press cut. You can see the cut indication is already flashing around my selected. I can place it here and press right click. You can see it's moved totally without retaining it. You can paste as many times as possible, as long as you can see my cut indication is no longer showing. That's why it's not. So we can cut these two, cut it. You can see if I paste it anywhere now, it will not show here again. Everything will move entirely. So if I place it here, I right click, so it's no longer there. It's no longer at the original position. So that is what I mean by copy, cut and paste. When you cut, you move data and still retain the original, while in the place of cut, you move a data and get it to another place without retaining the original. That is what I mean by copy, cut and paste. Thank you for watching this. I believe I've been able to explain what copy, cut and paste through this simple video. Thank you for watching this.